So my website got hacked.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, a lot has been going on this past week. I'm going to start off with the bad news, but I'm realizing that so much has gone on, I'm going to have to break this video up into multiple videos. You won't have to wait for these videos. I'm going to be posting them throughout this entire week. Most of it is good news. All of it is good news except for today's video. If you didn't know, the website that I use is Beatstars, and that's the platform that I use to run my beat player for my website, rapontracks.com. You can see here that when I go to rapontracks.com, it says your connection's not private, blah, 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 blah. So right now I can't go to my website and I can't log into Beatstars. So here we are at Beatstars, and you can see the platform is totally different now, which is a good thing. For Beatstars, it might be a blessing in disguise because honestly, the platform that they were on before obviously wasn't as secure as it's about to be. And on top of that, the chart system wasn't all that great because sometimes you would play a song or a beat and it wouldn't play. So in order to play it, like say for example, you scrolled all the way down to the bottom and you're on beat like 500 or something, and all of a sudden it wouldn't play. Well, you would have to refresh the page or go to a different page to get beats to play again on this channel. That would really suck because it would scroll you all the way back up to the top. So to get back to where you were at, you would have to scroll all the way back down to 500 or whatever. And as you can see, it's hard to scroll down really fast because all these beats have to load. Or maybe right now they only have 60 beats on their chart system at the moment. But before you could scroll down to like 1,000 beats. But again, it would freeze up on you. But I'm hoping this still continues to go down to like over 500 beats. So mainly for the rappers, I feel like that's really important, which brings me to a topic that I'm going to discuss a little later, or the way that they market the Beatstars platform altogether. So right now I'm loading up my Blaze Pro player, which is the main player that I've been using. There we go. Now we got it to load up just right. But yeah, it seems like everything is working in terms of being able to purchase. I have my sales still here, my deals. But one thing that isn't working, if I play this beat, I have my YouTube linked to all of my beats. So the background should be playing my YouTube videos and they're not. So I think my media might be gone. One of the weird things that happened, I actually canceled my Beatstars account because I was switching over to a new checking account. The very next day is when the hack happened, so I wasn't able to log back in to switch over my information. Ever since then, I still haven't been able to log in, so my Beatstars account has expired, so really none of this should be there. But obviously my media is definitely gone, so there's nothing I can do about that. One thing that I can do, I can log in through here, but I'm not able to log in on the main site. So when I click log in, it takes me to this page, talks about cookies, I hit agree, and nothing happens. I'm just left with this blank page. Beatstars is completely aware of this. They're still working on it. So it's nothing that I'm worried about in terms of my access right now. I've seen some people have been able to. Overall, I think everyone's having the same issues that I'm having. Here's their Twitter. Right now it says, "Hey Beatstars fam, we hear everyone loud and clear regarding all the issues you are facing. We know it's frustrating. Trust me, we are working day and night to resolve them. All we ask is for your patience during this challenging time. We promise everything will be normal soon." But they've been really consistent at updating everyone throughout the day, throughout the past few days actually. So I mean, they're definitely doing their thing on their end to fix the problem. But it has made me think about Beatstars overall. And honestly, I think that the platform that they previously had was the best platform out of all of the competitors that are out there. The security thing, like, I did have questions about their security. And the reason being is because when you go to their pro page, there isn't SSL security on there. But when you check out with the cart system, the SSL security does pop up. So that's what convinced me that the platform would be secure. The fact that the actual checkout process was secure. But I never actually signed up for the full Pro Page 2, which is the full-on website instead of this B player. I did at first with my free trial version just to see what it was like. But without the security, without the actual SSL on the Pro Page, I decided that probably wouldn't be the best bet. I just figured I'd just use the B player, build my own website, and go on from there. I think Beatstars is really good at getting people to their website, but the thing about that is the people that are visiting their website, I mean, absolutely there are plenty of rappers that are going here. Every video that you see Beatstars come out with, or any of their affiliates come out with, is targeted towards producers. It's not targeting rappers. And that's the change that I wanted to see or want to see in the future. They make their money off of the producers. They don't get a cut off of what a rapper pays the producer. So, I mean, it makes sense for them business-wise to continue to market to producers. But if they really were out here marketing to rappers instead, all of these producers would see a huge benefit from that. The producers that are already on there. I wish they would split it 50-50, because the more that the producers start seeing getting rappers to actually use the platform, the more money that these producers are going to see. And the producers that haven't signed up, they're going to see that as well. So I just feel like that's something that they should keep in mind or consider. If they watch this video, which they probably won't, but if they saw this video, I'm sure that their response would be, no, we market to rappers all the time. That's the same thing that Airbit says, that they market without you seeing it, or you're not a rapper, so you're not going to be our target. En contraire, I have plenty of rapper friends. I mean, most of my friends that are in music are rappers. I know what they find. I know how they search. I know all of that. And no, they don't get marketed or targeted by Beatstars. It's the producers. It's guys like me that are trying to find a platform to use. So, I mean, any company is going to come out and say, no, we're doing what you want. So even if they were to comment and say, it's not like they're going to post a link to their ad or anything like that. I just know for a fact that most of their advertising is producers. I mean, if you just go to their YouTube page, it's just them talking to producers and them trying to use other producers to convince new producers to join the platform. Or at this point, now they're trying to convince singers to use the platform too. They're trying to convince singers to start doing hooks and things like that on the platform, which could be a bridge into getting more rappers on here. But at the end of the day, it's definitely focused on bringing more producers. But all of this has got me to thinking about Airbit a lot more. In my head, that was their original platform. Before they were called My Flash Store, they used to be number one, but they kind of stopped with their updates and the technology that they were using. So Beatstars kind of pulled ahead. And a lot of people even say that, you know, Airbit kind of just copied all of the new stuff that Beatstars was doing. Well, there came a point where Airbit even stopped doing that. So overall, even though I consider Airbit to be behind, I still think of it as a more solid platform in terms of just straight up selling beats. Something that was weird that kind of bothered me a little bit, the day that the hack happened, or maybe it was the day after, Airbit announced that they were bringing in a brand ambassador, which is something that Beatstars just did like a month ago. I mean, you're a business, so you're going to try and do stuff like that and capitalize on situations and opportunities. But it just seemed a little weird to me that all of a sudden now they're trying to ramp up things over there on Airbit. Makes sense, but again, it was weird. But that being said, I am actually considering switching everything over to Airbit. if you guys don't know, I have been in the process of building up my beat catalog. So as you can see here, I only have 11 beats on here. So I'm not really taking a loss at all. I never officially launched my website. So I wasn't seeing any income from my website yet. I was basically just testing things out, figuring out the platform, making deals, and literally just looking at the aesthetic of what my page looked like, messing with colors. I mean, I just made this logo like 2 weeks ago. I was just in the process of building everything up, and that's still continuing through 2019. Around the beginning of 2019 is about when I plan on launching my store. Again, I'm just building my catalog. So when I do get to the point where I'm ready to upload, I basically want somewhere between 30 and 50 beats to upload. And when I get to that point, I'm thinking that I am going to switch over to Airbit, at least temporarily. I actually used to be on Airbit. I've had a couple names on there. In-Flight Music was one of them. Another one was Rap on Tracks. And I've kind of combined that into one thing. My website is rapontracks.com, and that's a marketing reason. A lot of people will tell you that your website should be your producer name, and I agree, but the way that I'm doing it is a little different. Right now, my YouTube tutorials page is blowing up, and we'll get into that later on this week, but I want to use the name In-Flight Music for producers. So when you go to inflightmusic.com, which is coming a little later, that's going to be geared towards producers. And I don't necessarily want one page where it's trying to target both. Yes, I am going to have beats available on inflightmusic.com, but it's not going to be meant for rappers. If you paid attention to any of my past videos, I'm keeping everything separate for a reason. Like, I want to be able to keep track of these analytics, and I don't want to pay for customers that aren't there for the right thing. If I want to keep everything in order, I really have to make two different websites, because rappers are the opposite of producers. And I don't mean that in the sense of, well, one does music and they both do music, obviously. But the way that they go about it is totally different. And the way that you build a website around a rapper versus around a producer is totally different. So you're going to hurt your sales if you try and combine it all in one. If you have two dedicated web pages, one for producers and one for rappers, you're going to increase your sales just by having the aesthetic, having the right branding, having the right advertising, leading to the two different places. And again, I'm going to have the option where you could buy beats on inflightmusic.com. But overall, it's going to be geared more towards producers. With rapontracks.com, it's literally going to be a beat player. I've seen so many successful producers where all they have is just a beat player. And even the producers that have a website and they kind of built it up a little bit, it's usually just a beat player in the middle of the page, and then just their sales and the different licensing that you can get. It's super simple, and those are the most successful rap pages. Those are the most successful beat pages that I've seen that are geared towards rappers. I don't want to confuse a rapper that comes to my beat website on what to do, what to click. I just want them to listen to music and buy it if they want it, or download a demo if they want a demo, and exchange that for a YouTube follow or whatever. But if you have all these different options, there's, this is covered in Marketing 101. The more options that someone has, the less likely they are to pick one. Yeah, you do want options, but once you get to a certain number of options, it creates a fear of doing the right thing, clicking on the right thing. If you just bombard them with links and this and that, it kind of turns people off. So if you just keep things simple and direct, that's when you get direct results. And that's definitely what my focus is going to be on my website. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.